Cell division is one of the important part of biology, and it is taken in different level. It is taken in school level also as well as in college level. In college level, it is taken in certificate level, bachelor's level and master's level. In all the level, cell division is taught, but its depth is different according to different level. Now, I want to tell you about the cell division, especially about the mitosis cell division today. We are going to focus on mitosis cell division, and I want to present very elementary matter related to mitosis and very basic concept of mitosis, which will help you to understand the cell division a little nicely. Okay, what is mitosis? Mitosis cell division. It is a cell division which occurs in growth cells in which a diploid mother cell divides into two diploid daughter cells. Now we have to understand about the diploid cell also. What it is exactly? A cell which contains complete number of chromosomes. That is, both the chromosome of each homologous pair is called diploid cell. It will be better to have a diagram to understand clearly. Look at this diagram. This represents a diploid cell, and actually this is diploid nucleus, and it contains four homologous pair of chromosomes. This one pair, this another pair, this another pair, and this another pair. Here we have four pair of chromosomes. Both the chromosome of the homologous pair is present in this nucleus. That's why this is the nucleus of diploid cell. Mitosis is divided into four different phases. This is actually the continuous process which starts from prophase and ends at telophase. There are four phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Before entering into these four phases, we have to understand about another phase which is called interphase. This is the phase in which a cell prepares itself to undergo cell division, and that's why it will be better to have a little idea about the interphase. Then we'll go through prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. This may be the simplest representation of the diagram of interphase. It can be labeled like this. This is centrosome, and this is nucleolus, and this is chromosome and nuclear membrane which circles the chromosome and cell membrane. And this is the simplest representation of the interphase. If we have to write the characteristic of interphase, very basic characteristic. Number one, chromosome appears as long thread-like structure. Looking at this, we can understand easily long thread-like chromosome appeared inside the nuclear membrane, or we can say in the nucleus. And another, diploid nucleus and cell grows inside. The cell is being ready to go to division, and that's why it is growing inside and being mature and very mature. Just 2 or 3 characteristics for each of the phase makes you very clear about the basic matter related to each of the phase. Otherwise, the subject matter becomes very vast and it will be of higher level of college also. That's why 2 or 3 characteristics is enough to understand the basic matter related to mitosis. This may be the simplest representation of the prophase of mitosis cell division. I want to label this. This is centriole, and this is nucleolus, this is chromosome, and this nuclear membrane, and another cell membrane. What sort of changes appeared in this prophase in comparison with the interphase is actually the characteristic of prophase. I want to mention few of them. Each chromosome laterally divides into 2 chromatids attached at a point called centromere. I want to show this with another diagram. This is centromere. Here we have 2 chromatids, and laterally it is divided into 2 chromatids and attached at centromere. The same is represented as characteristic. Okay, next, nuclear membrane becomes thinner and thinner and at last disappears. This nuclear membrane, which exists till now in prophase, it disappears at the end of the prophase. Okay, next, in animal cell, centrosome divides into 2 centrioles and move towards 2 opposite poles. Here, 2 centrioles are shown. If it is animal cell, actually it is formed by the division of centrosome. This centriole moves towards 2 different poles, and astral ray appears in between these 2 centrioles. Okay, now let's go to another phase, Metaphase. This may be the simplest diagrammatic representation of metaphase, and actually what sort of change appeared here in comparison with the prophase is the characteristic of metaphase. The chromosomes are appeared in the equatorial region. This is one characteristic, and another spindle fiber appeared which starts from centriole and attached at centromere, and all chromosomes are suspended. Okay, we can write characteristic this way. Nuclear membrane disappears. Instead of it, spindle fiber forms. Each chromosome arranges itself in the equatorial plane suspended by the spindle fiber. After this, let's go to another phase, anaphase. This is the simplest representation of diagram of anaphase. Here we have centriole, the spindle fiber, and chromosome is seen to be divided into two chromatids, and two groups of chromatids are moving away from each other towards two opposite poles. Okay, the same can be written this way. Centromere divides into two equal halves, due to which each chromosome divides into two chromatids. And second, two groups of chromatids move towards two opposite poles due to the contraction of spindle fiber. Actually, this spindle fiber contracts towards the pole a little more, but away from the pole less. That's why they are pulled towards the pole. Okay, next, telophase. This is the simplest representation of diagram of telophase. This is centriole. Now, two nuclei are seen in the same cell, and constriction is seen in the middle part of the cell, and cell is being divided into two daughter cells. We can write characteristic like this. Two groups of chromatids reaches to two opposite poles, and nuclear membrane forms around each group. Yes, it appeared here. The same nuclear membrane formed, and nucleolus also formed inside the nuclear membrane. Okay, next, constriction appears in the middle of the cell, which becomes deeper and deeper, and lastly mother cell divides into two daughter cells. Okay, after all this, I think it is very clear that in mitosis cell division, single mother cell divides into two daughter cells, and number of chromosomes remains same in daughter cell in comparison with the mother cell. So this is the important characteristic of mitosis cell division, and this cell division is related to growth of the organism. It occurs in somatic cell, the cell which is related to growth. Okay, I think this is the basic of mitosis cell division. If you are benefited by this class, then please subscribe this channel and push the bell icon also. We'll meet in another class with some other matter related to science. Okay, thank you.